Good morning, students. In the last class, we have seen few questions from the miscellaneous exercise. That is the question number 1, 2 and 4. So now let us see the remaining question of the exercise. That is now we are taking the question number 3. So your question number 3 is, if f is a function from R to R is defined by f of x is equals to x square minus 3x plus 2, then find the value of f of x. So here from they are asked us f of x, that means the composition, composition of f. Okay, so they are not directly asked us about the composition, but they directly asked to find f of x. So let me see what is of f of x. So here f of x square minus 3x plus 2. Now where we have defined f of x. So here your function is x square minus 3x plus 2. But now your value is this. So this will become our x. So that's why what we are doing, x square minus 3 into x plus 2. X square is x square minus 3x plus 2. Here x square minus 3x plus 2. So now let me find out the, let me expand it. So it is a minus b plus a minus b plus c, or you can take a plus b plus c whole square. So this will become a square. Here the identity we are using, that is a plus b plus c whole square. That is a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2c. Okay, so let me start with it. So here we are having a square. So x square plus b square, that is minus 3x square plus c square, plus 2ab. A is equals to x square and b is equals to minus 3x, plus 2bc. b is equals to minus 3x and c is equals to 2, plus 2ca. c is equals to 2 and a is equals to x square. So this is the expansion of this first term. Now minus 3x square. So let me multiply 3 inside. So 3 into x square minus minus plus 9x minus plus minus 3 2s are 6 plus 2. Here x square square, that means x raised to 4, plus 3x square, that is 9x square plus 4 plus minus minus 3 2s are 6x cube. Here minus 2 3s are 6 to the 12x plus 4x square minus 3x plus 9x minus 4. So here plus 4 and minus 4 is got. Now student, you can see the terms. This is x raised to 4. Now how many of x square? So 9x square, 4x square. So 13. 13 minus 3, so 10. So plus 10x square minus 6x cube. And this is minus square and plus sign. So minus 3x. Okay, so this is the f of here maybe. Let me write down the proper way. So this is x raised to 4 minus 6x cube plus 10x square minus 3x. So this is your answer of the question number 3. That is x raised to 4 minus 6x cube plus 10x square minus 3x. Let me see the next question now. Now the next question is question number 5. Now your question is, show that the function f from R to R given by f of x is equals to x cube is injective. Injective means 1 1. So now your function is from, f is a function from R to R. So here it is given that your function is from R to R. And we have to show that this function is 1 1. Now students, you know that for 1 1 is what we have to do? Yes, we have to take two elements x1 and x2 from the domain R and then take f of x1 is equal equals to f of x2. So here we are starting that x1 and x2 belongs to R and f of x1 is equals to f of x2. So your function is x cube. So this will give us x1 cube. F of x2 will give you x2 cube. As we know that x1 cube and x2 cube. So that's why it will be clear that this x1 is equals to x2. If it is square or even power is given, in that case we cannot write x1 is equals to x2. Because at that time you can get two values, one is a positive and another is a negative. So here we are getting that as it is an odd power, x1 cube and x2 cube, that's why x1 is equals to x2 and therefore f is 1 1 and hence it is a injective. So the question number 5 is done. It is easy question, that's why I have taken all the remaining questions together. So this is your question number 5. Now let me see the next question. Now the question number 6. So we have the question number 6 is give two examples of the function f and g, where f is a function from n to z and g is a function from z to z, such that g composition of f is injective but g is not injective. So students, this is the question of the clarification of one remark that we have written in the notes, that if g composition of f is 1 1, then it is not required that both can be 1. There is f is must 1 1 but g cannot be. Okay, so here we are giving an example of the functions g and f where composition is injective but g is not injective, that means not 1 1. So here that's why we have taken two function f of x is equals to x and g of x is equals to modulus of x, where f is a function we define from n to z and g is a function from z to z. So now first we will see what is the function g composition of f. So as f is a function from n to z and g is a function from z to z. So remember students, f is a function from a to b, g is a function from b to c, then composition is a function from a to c. So here we are having the composition of the function g of f is from a to c. So this is our A and this is the set C. So G composition is N to Z. G composition of F is a set, is a function from N to Z and it's defined as G composition of f of x is equals to G of f of x, that is f of x is equals to x and g of x is equals to modulus of x, that is g composition of f of x is equals to modulus of x. Now here students, it is clear that as g composition of x is equals to modulus of x and x coming from the set of natural number, that is n, so obviously it will be 1 1. So we can do it also here that x1 x2 belongs to n and take g of f of x1 is equal to g of f of x2, that is g of x1, here g of x2, that is modulus of x1 is equal to modulus of x2. If x1 and x2 belongs to z, then it may be possible that x1 is equal to plus or minus x1 and x2 can be positive and negative. So that, but here your x1 and x2 belongs to the set of natural numbers, so both must be positive, and this will give us x1 is equals to x2. Therefore, G composition of f is 1 1. Now what we have to show that G is not injective, that means G is not 1 1. So obviously student, what is your G? Now G is a function from z to z, defined as g of x is equals to modulus of x. So you can take two values from here. Let Now g of 1 is equals to modulus of 1 is equals to 1. G of minus 1, that is modulus of minus 1 and 1. So what we are getting? X1 and X2 belongs to Z, and where X1 and X2 are different, but their images are same. Therefore, G is not 1. So this is the example of the function where G composition of F is 1, but G is not 1. You may note down this in your notebook. Now, next question is question number 7. So, you can read the question in your textbook. What is your question number 7? That if f is a function from n to n and g is a, give two examples of function f and g which are from n to n, and g composition of f is on 2 but f is not on. So, here we have to take two given function. So what we are taking, let f is a function from n to n and f of x is defined as x plus 1, and g is a function from again n to n, and let me define g of x is equals to x minus 1 if x is greater than 1 and 1 if x is equals to 1. So here you have x is equals to g of x is defined as x minus 1 if x is greater than 1 and 1 if x is equals to 1. So here we have to show that g composition of f is on 2 but f is not on 2. So let me define g composition of f. So now you know that it is from a to c. So n2 and a, b, c are equal, so that's why it's function from n to n. So this is our g composition of f, function from n to n, and let me define g composition of f of x. That is g of f of x. Now what is your f of x? X plus 1. Okay, g of x plus 1. Now, how it is defined? X minus 1 is like this. So, I can write down g as g of x is equals to x minus 1. So, I just replace x by x plus 1. So, this is x plus 1 minus 1 where x is greater than 1. So, here I will write down x plus 1 is greater than 1. And 1 if x is equals to 1, so here we have x plus 1 is equals to 1. So actually this function is x if x is greater than 1 minus 1, so 0, and 1 if x is equals to 0. Okay students, so this is our composition, that if x is greater than 0 then value is x and x is 0 then 1. But as your composition defined from n to n, so there is no such a 0 exist in our natural number. So this function is as x, that is equals to x whenever x is greater than 0 or it is equals to x. Okay, only greater than 0 will be there. So here this is the composition, and now we will know that as g composition of f of x is equals to x, it is an identity function. So therefore we can write down, therefore g composition of f is 1. Reason by definition of g composition of f. So here the function is 1, but now what we have to do? Sorry, it is not 1, we have to show it is onto. So for onto-ness, we have to show that which domain, codomain is equals to range. So here the range of f, or you can write down directly g composition of f of x is equals to x. That means if x is equals to 1, then answer will be 1. If x is equals to 2, then 2. X is equals to 3, then 3. So that means we are getting the range of f. So here range of g composition of f is equals to the whole set n. Therefore, g composition of f is on. Now further, the next is, so students, we have seen that G composition of F is on. Now what we have to show that here that F is not on. So for this, let me see F is on or not. So here I am finding the range of the function F. Now range of F. So range of F I start, then if n is equals to 1, then f of x is equals to 1 plus 1, that is 2. So here the range is 2. Then if n is equals to, if x is equals to 2, then 2 plus 1, 3, then 4 and so on. So it is clear that it is not equals to the set of natural number, and therefore we can say, therefore f is not on. So here the example of the function f and g, where the composition is onto but f is not onto. So please students keep in mind this remark that first, if the composition g composition of f is 1 1, then g may not be 1 1. Okay, if G composition of F is onto, then F may not be onto. Here I am using word the may not, means it can be onto too. In few you can find out the example where composition is onto, then G and F are both onto. F and composition is 1 1, then F and G are both 1 1. But when we are talking the composition, so whenever G composition of F is 1 1, in that case G may not be, but F must be 1 1. Similarly, if composition is onto, then G must be onto, but F के लिए condition जो है it is not that much required. So now let me see the next question of the chapter. Now the question is question number 8. Next question is, so what is the question number 8? Given a non-empty set X, consider the power set of X, which is the set of all the subsets. We know that. Define the relation R in a power set of X as follows. For the subset A and B, for the subset A and B in power set of X, A related to B if and only if A is a subset of B. That means here all the elements are of type A, B, where A is subset of B and set A and set B belongs to the power set of X. So here this is the relation R in, I should write down here, R in power set of X is defined like this. The question is, show that question is this is an equivalence relation? Okay, is this an equivalence relation, and justify your answer. Justify your answer means we have to check is an equivalence relation or not. So remember students, this is the revision we can say in the miscellaneous. All the type of the questions are covered. So here we have to show this is an equivalence relation. So first we have to show it is a reflexive. Then we have to show it is a symmetric, and then we have to show transitive. If all the three properties satisfied by this relation, or these three relation, whatever the properties are there, is satisfied by this relation, then we can say it is an equivalence. So here clearly A is a subset of A, therefore A belongs to R. Okay, and therefore R is reflexive. Correct? Symmetric. Now, if A is subset of B, then B cannot be subset of A. Okay, if A is subset of B, then how the B subset of A? It is not. So therefore, it is not symmetric. Right? Okay. Third one is a transitive. So whatever transitive we have, if A is a subset of B and B is a subset of C, If A is subset of B and B is a subset of C, then it is clear that A is a subset of C. Okay, and therefore R is transitive. So what can be our answer? What is the question? Is R is an equivalence relation? So answer is no. R is not equivalence relation because R is reflexive, transitive, but not symmetric. So here answer is no. R is not an equivalence relation as R is reflexive, transitive, but not symmetric. So this is the reason. So in the exam they can ask this question. Here the simple question we can say. So these all questions are included in the miscellaneous, and this we can do the revision. So each and every concept of this chapter can be covered. In the next class we also do the same. Let me see the next question of this exercise. That is now question number 15. Now students, as we have seen question number 8. Now from 9, 10, 11, 12. Not students, not all are there. Question number 9, then 12, 13 and 14. These questions are based on the binary operation which is not included in the syllabus. So that's why we are not taking that question. So now let me see the next question. So the next question is question number 15. Now what is the question number 15? Let me see. Let A is equals to -1, 0, 1, 2. B is equals to -4, -2, 0 and 2. And f and g are function from A to B defined as f of x is equals to x square minus x for all x belongs to A. Gx is equals to 2 in a bracket 2 modulus of x minus half modulus over -1. Is f and g are equal? The question is these two functions are equal? So when we can say two functions are equal? So here you remember for the function f and g, if f of x is equals to g of x for all x belongs to, if f and g are functions from A to B. Okay, this is the definition of the equal function we have studied in 11th standard. That if f and g are functions from A to B and f of x is equals to g of x for all x belongs to A, then we can say that functions are equal. F and g are equal. So here we have function A and we have said A and B, and f and g are both functions from A to B, and fx and gx is defined. So now what we have to check? F of x is equals to g of x for all x belongs to A. So what we will do? Let x is equals to first element. Let x is equals to -1. Now if it is -1, then find out f of x. So this is -1 square -1 square minus of -1. So minus square 1. So 1 plus 1 2. And what can be g of x? Just substitute the value of x in this function. 2 modulus of -1 minus half minus 1. So this is 2 in a modulus of -1 and minus half. So this is minus 3 by 2 minus 1. Now 2 to cut here. Modulus of -3 will gives us +3. 3 minus 1 2. So for x is equals to 1, what we have seen? Fx is equals to gx. Now next value of x, that is x is equals to 0. Then find out f of x. What we will do? 0 square minus 0 square, that is equals to 0. G of x 2, 0 minus half minus 1. So 2 modulus of minus half minus 1. 2 to cut plus 1 minus 1 0. So for x is equals to 0, fx is equals to gx. Similarly, you have to check for x is equals to 1 and x is equals to 2. So here let me check what can be the f of 1. F of 1 means 1 square minus 1, 0. G of 1, 2 in a bracket 1 minus half minus 1. So 2 in a bracket of half minus 1, but 1 minus 1, 0. So fx is equals to g. For x is equals to 2. So f of 2. Again substitute the value of 2 in f of x. That is 2 square minus 2, 4 minus 2. That is equals to 2. Okay. Similarly, g of 2. So this is 2 minus half minus 1. So this what we have 2. So here 2 is a 4 minus 1. So 4 minus 1 that is 3 by 2 minus 1 2 to cut 3 minus 1 2. So here we can say, so therefore f of x is equals to g of x for all x belongs to A. Therefore f and g are equal. So here we have that f and g are equal. You can see this. This is your question number 15. So with this, all the questions of the miscellaneous are covered. Okay, and now the remaining part is the MCQs of the chapter. So we will see the revision according that. So till that you can see these questions again.